Yes, it's another wonderful Wednesday afternoon, and by this way, we welcome you to the world of sports. And thanks for choosing us, and also thanks for joining us on today's episode of Clog Sports, live on Clog TV from this time up to 2:30. We bring into your doorstep, to your various destinations, the up-to-speed information in and around the world of sports. Talking of stuff in and around sports, we'll be delving deeper into issues that is from the foreign scene. That is to talk of the UEFA Champions League match day 6 commenced yesterday, and we had interesting results and interesting performances with Mohamed Kudus, the star boy, getting his first Champions League goal, and it was in a grand style. We'll be talking a lot more about that particular incident, most definitely when Tottenham also won 3-0 in that particular encounter. Chelsea, right after beating Barca at the Diego, they've gone 4 matches without a win. That is to say that they are winners in their last 4 games. What is actually wrong? Is it because that kind of dilemma is still hunting them? Maybe it's a case from FC Barca, because it isn't Chelsea that has been struggling after beating FC Barca. Real Madrid is facing similar situations. So we'll be talking more about all these situations from the UEFA Champions League and tackling by or just to talk of individual clubs, yes, extensively. And of course, we'll be shifting attention to our local front, that is in the Ghana Football and Ghana Premier League. Come Friday, we will have the match day 14, yes, in the Ghana Premier League. And then finally, the World Cup draw has been reviewed, and Ghana is in Group L with England, Panama, and Croatia. The biggest question of all, can we advance from that particular group? In fact, your thoughts are also welcome on the show. In between time, you will be reading your messages and your comments, and so you can also join us via our WhatsApp numbers or the SMS line. Not forgetting that we are streaming on all social, so you can also join us. I am Champion Benito, stepping in for a regular host, Nana Asari. I'm sure he's with us spiritually, and obviously he's doing an equally important function, that is to help the entire generation, I should say that way. But today I am in a wonderful company with my usual suspect. As I usually say, that we have the men. In fact, we have the men. Quality in, quality out. Yes. Man kakura na just enkamamba. That is the one and only, the lady's favorite. Your favorite person's favorite person. He is the man, Isaac Opoku, aka Landlord. Yes, that is him on your shot. No, when you're into no cramp on na cameras in a funny because you ever can who was him. And we have a wonderful person in our midst. He's a former footballer. He's into football agency and then should I say talent scouting? Yes, and he's the man, James Dodona friend Marcelo. Yes, that is he's popularly known as Marcelo. Guys, good afternoon and you are welcome.
Thank you, Benito.
Yes. But still under 17 degrees Celsius temperature.
The Sambalat.
The Sambalat and the Tobias. The Sambalat and the Tobias. But still, Vim. How has the week been? Even though we're still in the midweek. How is it going from Monday till now? Landlord.
It's been great. It's been fantastic, you know. Entering into December has been a blessing to all of us. We thank God for everything. So, working up and down, waking up dawn, coming to work here, it's not easy, but God has been faithful and God has been fantastic.
Yes, God is always the greatest, as I usually say. And you could clearly see that we entered into the Christmas festivity. Well, Landlord, that is the biggest Christmas tree in the Siwana. Why didn't you notice? And see one share. Yes, it means that I feel the money to one. Yes.
The system is
big that man.
The station.
Really. That's fine. Yes, James, we are fine.
I mean, we are in December.
Yes.
You can't be ungrateful. I mean, we're from January to December, and we really thank God for how far He has brought us. I mean, we passed through so many
difficulties and challenges.
By the end of the day, I mean, we are still up and grateful.
Sure. In fact,
I mean, we thank God for that.
That's fine. Say, you need definitely you'll be going through certain level of challenges. But God is still there. Great test. So let's zoom into action. I should say it that way. And starting with today's session of Clog Sports. Not forgetting that you can also join us with your messages and your comments. It's very important because this particular show is an interactive one. So for us to know your thought and your comment, that is the number on your screen: 050-050-0421, 050-050-0421. You can join in with your comment and your suggestions as well. Okay, so talking of the 2026 World Cup, it's coming on next year, June. And then it was one of every Ghanaian youth priority, believe it or not. Most especially when the announcement came that the 2026 World Cup will be held in Mexico, the USA and the Canada. People were like, hey, it is a destiny-changing environment, it's a destiny-changing mood. People said a whole lot of things. But, there is this thing that is kind of intimidating majority of those people that had the belief that Yakobo World Cup or America and Canada there, it is time probably to fly and see the greener pastures and stuff. That is to talk of the World Cup match day ticket pricing. I do not know how many of us feel, but personally, I think it's outrageous. I do not know. Maybe it's because of the CD dollar thing. That is why we say in that way. But to talk of the ticket pricing for match day games, Black Stars versus Panama in the first game, the minimum wage but the minimum price for the match day ticket is around $492. That is Senkiye Kroma popular stand. You have to pay $492 before. That is for the popular stand. Into the boy for no. Convert it's closer to 5,000 Ghana cedis. Yes, a little over 4,900 and something. Anyways, but Lalo, let me hear from you. Share your thoughts. The idea of going to the World Cup in America, in Canada, I wouldn't want to say that with the issue of ticket pricing, majority of these people are getting intimidated. Maybe that interest, the interest that was at the brim, was at the apex, is gradually coming down. Is it from the monetary aspect? Is it from maybe we least expected that those things could happen? Let me hear from you. Issue of the World Cup, the draw, and the match day ticket pricing.
Thank you, Benito. Let's greet our people watching us live on Facebook and also Clog TV. We are very, very grateful for their feedback and their outcome each and every day out. Finally, the moment we've been waiting for has come to pass. And as we sit here, we know where Ghana will be playing all their 3 matches. 1 in Canada and 2 in USA. Benito, when I saw the ticket pricing, I'm saying, I felt really disappointed in FIFA because I know the day I drew a football money, the excitement was so. The rate people will go to park in very high. So, quickly when I saw the ticketing, I just converted into Ghana cedi and say, whoa.
Yes. And yes,
so this ticket said 3 matches in India, you can pay almost like 200,000 Ghana cedis to watch all the 3 matches.
Yeah.
Including, if I say you are a normal person as a fan that you want to go and watch this Blasters game.
Yeah.
With tickets in buy this 3 matches in 200,000 Ghana cedis. hotel beda eduane obedi so say it's nyame nchaade na Ghana ya boa ko eni makodu final ye ka pana as an individual obeko no but Benito, I think people have raised concerns about this issue, so FIFA is here to respond to this issue. So we're just hoping 6 or 7 months to the World Cup, we're just hoping that FIFA will listen to this concern, because Benito, people want to go to Canada, USA, and Mexico. So if you are charging for this gate fee now, it's too much. I'm sure say other countries will not complain, but here then you're converted by any day. Watching a match and not even sitting at the VVIP, at the popular stand.
Yes.
Popular stand, we have types of popular stand. Over Sports Stand, we have center line.
Yes.
It's the same as popular stand.
Sure.
We have Osu stand.
Yeah.
It's the same as popular.
That's the Poechi end.
The Poechi, Then you have a popular stand.
Exactly.
So I'm sure that place, and also prices no. So I think it's very uncalled for. But let's see what is going to happen. Early days yet. I'm sure FIFA will hear people out. So ultimately back on about 200. 200 no the back Ghana cedis, maybe 2,000 Ghana cedis. Still never will be a head. But it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
You know, one interesting aspect of these things. Immediately that ticket pricing were reviewed. Nipa na ne hwa yoba me team that guy, that famous video, America Obeko. Do you remember? Right after Black Stars game against Comoros.
Yeah.
Oh, that famous video. That no Autriche police in America Obeko.
No, I
asked myself, I don't know of his financial muscles. I do not know. But then how enthusiastic that guy was. With the hope of probably Ghana qualify, we would be having a slot. I will go to America. I will seek that dream, journey to maybe Canada, America, Obeko. At this point in time,
but Benito, somebody would say America and Canada is very expensive.
Exactly.
We all know about that. Yeah. And in as much as the tickets, it is very outrageous. But we have to understand that those places are very expensive.
Sure.
Okay, but FIFA together with the organizers should understand that. I mean, we are. It's a World Cup, and we are coming from different continents. So the prices need to come down, because the World Cup is not just a World Cup. It's a festival.
Exactly.
A festival, and to, let's say, South Africa, for instance, you see the kind of how their supporters, they behave at the stadium and stuff. So if this amount they are going to pay this amount of money to enter into the stadium or to watch just a game or something, it wouldn't bring that excitement that we all know that World Cup brings to us. So I think FIFA, maybe they will do something, and they have to do something about it.
At this point in time, let's hear what FIFA will say. But personally, I do not see anything changing within this period. No, I do not know. But then, and I do not want to just be prejudgmental. As I said earlier, let's wait and hear from FIFA. And yes, just get ready. If you want to watch Panama versus Ghana, you have not less than $400 and around $52 for your ticket.
If they don't take care, the stadiums are going to, some matches, the
stadium vacant.
Yes.
And actually, yes, mobile quack.
And we'll go. There's a Clog TV.
Okay, that's fine.
Benito, when the Pride ticket came out, I was thinking about how the government, you see, each and every time the government help the supporters to go. So how are they going to do it this time? Will it still be Ghanaians' money or our money that we are going to use to do that?
Obviously.
Because this thing, it's very, very expensive.
Yeah. If government will sponsor people, but for what I know is that from the Sports and Recreation Ministry, even if the government wants to, sponsor you to the World Cup, you should also be prepared.
Of course.
Like seeking for your own sponsorship, so that the government will just subsidize your.
For the supporters unions.
Yeah. It's Ghana supporters union.
Yeah, Ghana supporters union.
Exactly. Yes, they will be financed by the nation. and so talking of the 2026 World Cup, this time a deep focus on Group L. That is where Black Stars were drawn, comprises of England, Croatia, and then the Black Stars of Ghana. And then looking at how these countries are well established, and I should say that they've invested in their national teams very well. Let me hear from you how we can probably qualify from this particular Group L. Talking of this group, and that is the full group on your screen, from Group A to the last group, that is Group L. Okay, so starting from Group A, we have Mexico, South Africa, South Korea, and the playoff winner from playoff B. Okay, talking of Group B, we have Canada, winner from the playoff A, and then Qatar and Switzerland. From the Group C is Brazil, Morocco, Haiti, and Scotland. From Group C, that is from Group D, is USA, Paraguay, Australia, winner from playoff C. With a Group E, it is Germany, Curacao, Ivory Coast, and Ecuador. We have Netherlands, Japan, winner from the playoff, and Tunisia. From the other group, we have Belgium, Egypt, Iran, and New Zealand. In Group H, there's a former winner in Spain, Cape Verde, Saudi Arabia, and then what is that group? Yes, come closer. Uruguay. Fine. France, Senegal, winner in the playoff in a particular group with Norway. Talking of Group J, that is where you have the defending champions Argentina, Algeria, and Jordan, and then Austria. Yes. Talking of Group K, we have Portugal, winner in the playoff Uzbekistan, Colombia, and Group L, where the Black Stars of Ghana, England, Croatia, and Panama. Landlord, our chances of qualifying from this particular group, and there we have on the screens the match schedules for that particular group in Group L. Full focus on Group L. Do we have clear chances of qualifying?
Finally, we thank God for this draw. You know, when the draw was being held, I was able to watch it live, and I watched it with my brother, and we were just praying in the room, say like, I needed the group that the Canada, and then how do you call it?
USA.
Yeah. That was the group that I needed, and I listened to Rio Ferdinand very well, former Manchester United player and an England player, and they said, no two teams from two continents can be in the same group. It is if a group here, there was one where Ghana was supposed to be somewhere, then they later push out to Group L. That's our group, you know. Benito, coming into this group, the opinions are like noses. My opinion will be different from James and yours, and maybe our viewers watching this live. But absolutely. For me, landlord, I remember I sat and I said, say, if England comes to our group, it's good. Because somebody is ready than normal. But Benito, watching this group very well, if we do our best, if our star players, as they are performing right now, the Kudus, the Semenyos, the Partey, the Jordan, the Fatah Usahakono, if they perform very well, Benito, we might get like 6 points or 5 points in this group to qualify to the next stage.
Wow. From a possible of 9.
9.
Wow.
We can get like 6 or 5. As I said, when I had this group, I wrote it in my diary. I have a diary. Everything that goes on in my life, I write it. I wrote 5 points in this group.
Wow.
Our first match, we are beating Panama.
Okay.
Then
is that a prediction?
That's my prediction. Okay. Then the 2 of the matches, I predicted draw.
Until now it's 5 points.
5 points.
Okay.
And the interesting thing is we are playing against Panama in the first match. 2 things about this Panama game. People will say, so Panama no, but Benito, I could clearly and boldly say the most difficult match in this group is Ghana against Panama.
Really?
Yeah. Because
why
you will say we are underdogs. Panama is just, and then the first time I World Cup.
Sure.
They've been coming. Omobambe upset, but he will say so. This is my first time playing against Ghana, and they know that Ghana have history at the World Cup, so they will just come to say we are just come to have fun and sports Ghana party. And so Ghana, it's Misha Panama now. We're just going to wait for the outcome for England and Croatia. And Benito, I can boldly say, even if we draw against Panama, still the 5 points will stand. We will beat England. England, I can put my life on Ghana versus England.
That will beat them.
We will beat them.
Wow.
With
this our current players.
Benito, that's why I said early in my early submission, I say, if our star players perform very well,
if they show up
as they are doing their club side, if they show up, Benito, wallahi ta'ala, we will just beat England. For I'm not trying to disrespect the England team. They are a very good team, but teamwork, how to play and how to communicate is very bad. I saw one tweet about them complaining about the player who's going to be in the number 10 position in the team, and they have a lot of number 10 players in the team. Jude Bellingham, Phil Foden, this Cole Palmer, a lot. Yeah. And Usha's had 3 players now. Apart from Cole Palmer, who was coming from injury, these 2 players, Foden and Bellingham, they are on top form in their club side. And to the normal, I said, okay, Bible, with the people who were building a temple to almost who see us right now. Then they see Omuntema. So I think that, as I said, I'm putting this in a record. Today is 10th December, and I'm sure the video is being stored. Ghana is going to qualify to the next stage with 5 points or 6 points. Thank you.
Okay, so that wouldn't be a bad one for every patriotic Ghanaian, but how possible can that happen? And only as a man, but I have this one. It says that I know Ghana won't make it out of that group. They are going there for an excursion. Okay, I am necessity. Okay, thanks for your message. This one also says Spain all the way. I am Gideon. Okay, watching the show live. Thank you for this particular message. Marcel, I do not know. Ghana in Group L. At this point, Coach Utuado will face challenges on players' selection as to who would make to the final squad for the Black Stars going for this particular tournament, that is the 2026 World Cup. Qualifying from this group is a whole task for every Ghanaian, and most especially for the technical handlers, for the playing body. And talking of the squad, I do understand that we still have some few months before the tournament kickstart. But can we, qualify from this particular group? How is our chance?
You see, Benito, from the way FIFA has made the groupings and these tournaments, if even the best third will qualify,
yes,
that's one.
We have 8 teams that placed best from the third position.
Sure. So if you are not able to qualify from automatically, then I mean, you don't go there to do anything. But then, landlord said, Panama. Everybody knows that okay, Panama will be the whipping side. But then, if you check the FIFA ranking, Panama is being placed 30th. I stand to be corrected, and we are around 70th.
72nd.
Fantastic. Yeah. So if when it comes to book or the FIFA ranking, then it means Panama is ahead of us. Let's put that one aside. If you look at Croatia, okay, Croatia with Luka Modric and the likes, it's a very difficult group. A very, very, very difficult group. Croatia, I mean, we all know about their performance when it comes to the World Cup. Whether the quarterfinals or the semi-finals, they've always been there. England is the problem. We might think, okay, England will be a whipping side. But then, who was coaching, who are the coaches that were coaching them before and now? Thomas Tuchel.
Okay.
He's a very fantastic coach, a winning coach, of course. And if you look at the qualifiers that they've played, I mean, different tactics. We all know England to be playing 4-4-2 anytime. Yeah. But Tuchel came, the 3-back system. sometimes you value the system 4-back, 4-3-3, and so. And nowadays, it's very difficult to predict Thomas Tuchel because looking at the qualifiers, different players, apart from maybe one or two players that they've always been starting. Now it's not like that. And coming to the Ghanaian team, as you were saying that selection-wise, now you have this couple of countries that you are going to play with. You know the countries that you are going to face. So all will depend on you. You and your technical team, how you guys are going to sit down and strategize for this one. Okay, so if you take England, England, I have this and this and these players that are playing in England. Okay, how am I going to do my well to strategize to face England?
Okay.
When it comes to Croatia, to the same thing. When it comes to, so I mean, you shouldn't have problem when it comes to player selection.
Okay.
Unless we all know in Ghana here, if influence. I want this player to go. I want this player to go. But I'm going to take Keto Keku swears that he doesn't do what? Interfere in
player selection.
Yes. So exactly. I mean, this group, if we can't qualify from this group, then I mean we
have no business at the World Cup.
Business at the World Cup.
Wow. So that is it from James Marcelo. But then I've heard the Sports and Recreation Minister, Honorable Kofi Adams, say that we must just take our best players to the World Cup. At this point, we need to take our best players to the World Cup. We shouldn't, go and do something like, Yanko try will be now. No, the World Cup isn't a stage to be trying and testing of players. I don't know your thought on this particular session. When Otuado also believes that England undoubtedly is the favorite in that particular group.
Of course.
Do you agree to that fact?
For that one, for
what
me,
the minister is also saying.
He said Otuado said England is the favorite.
Is the favorite.
For me personally, on paper, England is the favorite.
Okay.
I won't be surprised if I say Croatia will be on top of this group, then Ghana will be second. Benito, I will say this, no disrespect to England, but I've watched England playing at the World Cup, playing at the Euros. When we are going for Euros and World Cup, when you talk about the best 10 teams in Europe, I must say the world down, there's no way you go without England.
Sure.
When you pick Spain, Argentina, France, Germany, Brazil, then you come to England. But when they reach there, what happened? There's no teamwork, there's no communication, there's no gel. There's no individual playing. But Benito, look at how the France teams plays. All their players are top players. But when you get to the tournaments now, you could see clearly. I always say this, my best final I've ever watched in my whole life is the last World Cup that happened.
Argentina, France.
France, that is my best work. That's my best final in football. 3-3, Mbappe scoring hat-trick. You could see the teamwork
in football.
In football.
Anyways, that is
that is my best final. Because like you could see, say like after it was 3-0, right? You could see clearly it's okay. The World Cup is for Messi.
Yeah.
But it got to a time there was a comeback. We all thought so Messi would never take the World Cup, but they never give up. The team spirit was there. The morale was there. England, they show me 3-0 now. Katasa, we've closed. So no disrespect to them again, but Croatia is one of the teams now. When they are coming into this tournament, they are very dangerous. They've been to the World Cup final before, when France beats them.
Yeah.
Last 4 years, they reached quarterfinals.
Quarterfinals, yeah.
And Argentina beats them. So if you almost start now, you could see clearly say you're dangerous. And it's good that Ghana is playing them in the last match. It is very good that Ghana is playing them in the last match. Charlie, everything happened for a reason. And to shop on a man, on England more draw. And I wish England 6 points. You shop on a man in England 6. You remember Croatia? I don't want to say part in the mind. You have 6 points. There's 6 points there. Probability of we being second or you toss to third because we being the 8 best third teams now. We are good to go. For what the sports minister said, that's perfect. We don't want any Matramako at the World Cup. Let's call the people who deserve it at the World Cup. I'll always say this thing, Benito, if injuries doesn't come up, in a team. So we are performing well in the club side, no injuries. Then we play a friendly match in March, and no injuries come up. Benito, we will get a better squad during June, July. In a better squad now, we need a better starting level, and I'm sure the technical team need to work hand in hand. Otoado, there will be any changes in the check. Benito, there will be a changes in the check. We need a better starting level. Benito, if we are playing against England. Let me give you my starting level. Not a starting, but...
Is it not too early?
No, I'm just giving a run-up. If you are playing against England, let's take it a run-up. Benima side here is the number one.
Exactly.
Now, Obo, Calibrenchi, Gideon Mensah, Salisu, and Alexander Jiku. Then you come to the middle, you play Pate, you play Kudus, and who again? You play maybe Elisha. Then on the front line, you play Semenyo, Jordan, then Abdul Fattah Isaaku, and we are playing against England. And Kofana Mabo lineup number almost 7 people or 8 people knows the England players individual because they play with them. When it comes to player marking now, we can beat them some way because some of our players are ahead of their players. Their goalkeeper, Jordan Pickford. But like I said, he's 5% ahead of Benjamin Asai. I have a problem with Pickford being in the England post because there's a better goalkeeper than Pickford.
Who is?
Oh, this I've forgotten the person's name, but I'll try and get his name. Oh, so one was it was a second goalkeeper for Manchester United. This Henderson or something like that.
Dean Henderson. Yeah, okay.
You know him. He's very good. Who again? One about right back in the moment. Arnold or James? Good. They are 4 and 5. This Aston Villa player, is it Kosa? He's a left.
Is it a Konsa? Yeah.
Salisu Bobo Sen.
Is it a Konsa?
Salisu Bobo Sen. Have you checked Salisu stats?
Oh yes.
For the past 10 matches.
Sure. Even yesterday, in Monaco's game in the Champions League,
he played 90 minutes
against Galatasaray. Yes.
43 dual fouls.
Yes, he was exceptional.
Jiku and who England they won the Sabo 4 and 5.
Maguire. No, not Harry Maguire, but Maguire from Crystal Palace, their captain.
The one who was
Maguire,
who was close to going to Liverpool.
Yeah.
Okay, he's good. When you come to the midfield,
remember the 3-back. 3-back system.
You let's
stop this. Player to player.
No.
Player to player. Even talking of exposure and growth. England for they are far better than us.
I think their PR work is working for them.
Talking of exposure, Kofi can't talk on my head.
I understand, but see, look at what is happening right now in Europe. I think England for they have a best PR. Even their former players talks a lot. Look at what is happening in Liverpool's team. When I just saw this guy said something, I thought really bad. I'm not Egyptian, but the kind one. Can you look at what he told Mohamed Salah? Say coming in from Chelsea. That is what we want some of our players and our big journalists supposed to do. And you have to defend. And one thing about this England team, Paul Scholes, Rio Ferdinand, Jimmy Carragher, Gary Neville, there's no way they will stand outside and defend their club side of England. Up to now, they feel like England is the best team in Europe. Whether they are performing or not, up to now, they feel like England is better than Spain, England is better than France because they have the names, but when we go to tournament, they don't perform very well. That is what our former players are supposed to do and the senior journalists are supposed to do. Rather than sitting on television and creating agenda saying freeway, we will beat England, inshallah. I'm just saying this thing.
Marcelo, a quick one on that. What the minister is saying, what Otuado is saying.
Everybody who is coming to the World Cup is bringing his best players.
Okay.
But the thing is, you can bring all your best players. But when there's no teamwork, Ejumani Begu.
Okay.
That's football.
Sure. That is one aspect of team conditions.
Yes.
You can have the best of players, but without teamwork, you are right. Oh, so wait to say or a former player.
So it's all about teamwork. Team will go into the game with the same clear mindset. You see, when the call-up comes and everything is clear, players, you see, we players, and sometimes even when we are going to play a league match and the call-ups before, the DD, you see on the field of play, I know training grounds, no, I go hand in hand with this guy, this person, and I know this person is playing very well. So when the call-up comes, not Odima, it becomes something else. So I'll just plead on our technical team that the call-ups, it should be on merit. Because each and every player who is playing out there is watching his colleague player or his friend playing in another club or another country or stuff. So they all know the kind of players that are doing very, very well. So it should be on merit. And as we have the call-up is being called on merit now. The team cohesion together with our former players, like how they've been doing now, the likes of Asamoah Gyan, Steven Appiah, and the likes. They'll help the players, they'll motivate them enough, and they are going to do really well. So,
okay, that is it from James Marcelo. Okay, but we're still talking of the Black Stars of Ghana. A wonderful news. One of our players who got, I should say, a severe injury within the Kirin Cup is gradually recovering, and it's a steady one. We will be talking more about him, but not until let's go for this commercial break. Afterwards, we'll be talking about this particular player. Yes, we are back from that particular break. The Ebesima Obo Obidi no do Obidi Aveshahono. You have a time to answer that particular question. But no standard, it's a good news from the camp of Francis Abu. He's really making a steady progress. Right after his severe injury, he had a broken bone from two of his fibulas within that period when Black Stars played in the Kirin Cup. But as of now, he's hitting the gym, and Charlie, boy, in the Brazil World Cup, no, Bobby, papa. Now, Lord, we were kind of emotionally traumatized because with that particular rule. So there we have him on your screens. That is Francis Abu. it's like why a fanboy and some more. Yes. We still wishing him the best of luck, and we are wishing his recover on time. We were kind of worried because with the kind of profile he brings on the field, it is as though we do not have such quality as of now. Because Majid Ashimeru recently honestly played Prasa, we can't just rely on Elisha Ushu, Baba Idrisu, Yehu Baby or Nam. So it's more or less like missing out, let's say, Francis Abu at the World Cup especially would have been a problem. But looking at these situations tells us one thing, that say a coach to say he might be ready for the World Cup. Let me hear from you.
By what I'm seeing, by March there, you'll be able to play some matches. So March, April, May, June.
Yeah,
we can take him. Benito, he's a very good player. Even we share the incident that resulted in this now, show clearly said he's good. We're just hoping, say they were starting, it will go well. Because mostly when you get injured like this now, I get thing. Almost like a month and you go this Caribbean Cup and you go for injury, and you are hitting the gym by this time. You could see clearly say the guy is serious to come back. Most of the time, Benito, people get injured like this now at home. And what I've seen, not even injured, look at what has happened to Barcelona player Arojo. The red card that is against Chelsea. Look at what has happened.
He's psychologically imbalanced.
It's not easy. It is not easy. He's right. The face of God.
Exactly.
So I think that for him, let's thank the people around him, the GFA,
the medical team. They've done really well.
They've done really well.
Yes.
I'm sure. So psychological. So I think it's a very good news for Francis Abu. For me personally, I'm just hoping that he'll be fit. They will take him to the World Cup.
Okay, Marcelo, as a professional footballer, having this kind of injury, and within the shortest possible time, you started with your recovery processes or the rehab process. How long does it take for such injury to naturally be healed, so that you can be back on the turf with the quality you are used to be known for?
I was really shocked when I saw this video. Because, it takes you closely to 2 months before you can even start walking a little bit.
Wow.
So, I was really very, very shocked. And it's a good news for us. It's a very, very good news for us. As a player, when you are back from injury, you get this kind of serious injury and you are back and you are going through rehab, you see, you feel all excited and it helps you to recover very, very quick as well. So we are just hoping that he'll join us very soon because we need him a lot. We need him a lot. But the rehab, we are praying. Since he has started doing a little bit of rehab, we are praying that the rehab goes well and it goes on smoothly for him and he should join us, because that's the problem. You can be going through rehab and then you just feel a little bit of pain, then you have to go back again. But we are just hoping and praying that, he shouldn't feel any pain anywhere again and he should come very strong. Okay,
Shadrach, we have your message, but it isn't clear. But Fabrica says, I'm watching the show live with the 5 emojis, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Francis Abu to the 2026 World Cup, irrespective of every situation. Anyways, so you do another one turn there. Who can say Francis Abu to the World Cup, irrespective of every situation. Anyways, this one also says, I am Robert and I'm watching the show live. Big ups to you guys. Okay, thank you very much for your kind gestures and your comment. Still talking of the national team, there is this thing that I'm passionate about, because we missed out on the AFCON 2025 starting on December 21. Some few weeks to go. Officially, everything is in place, and the Bafana of South Africa, as part of their preparations, they've invited the Black Galaxies of Ghana for a pre-tournament game. Yes, a pre-tournament game, and officially, the head coach for the Black Galaxies in Kasim Mengyo has announced his squad for that particular encounter. And the game will be played on December 16, 2025 inside South Africa. And going through the squad, I have so many qualms, because if you go, I do not disregard or disrepute, or I wouldn't, say that those players that were called upon do not have the quality. But Charlie, there are certain situations when there are certain players that misses out on such call-ups, raises our brow. Anyways, going through the squad, the goalkeepers, there are two. Lawrence Osei from Hearts of Lions and Midweek's goalkeeper Felix Shea. Talking of the defenders, Kamara Dean Mahmoud from Midweek, Isaac Kafo from FC Samates 1996. Ebenezer Aban plays for Heart of Lions. Razak Simpson plays for Nations FC. Ali Mohammed for Heart of Folk, and Samuel Osei from Nations FC. Abdulaziz plays for Swedru Blacks. From the midfielders, Eche Dudley for Heart of Lions. Vision FC's Nana Kwesi Asante. BDMS midfielder in Prince Owusu, he recently had a call-up to the senior side. Salim Adams from Midweek. Talking of the forwards, Emmanuel Aban from Bechem United. Kelvin Nkrumah, Midweek. Emmanuel Ano from Nations FC. Emmanuel Mafo plays for Adriana Football Club. Randolph Jr. Nana Kwesi Mensah plays for Swedru Black. Samuel Atakumi, Gold Stars, and Sadie Siraj. That is a full squad for the Black Galaxies trip to Bafana of South Africa. My question now is, where is Peter Kwame? He has been in top form. You can bring this argument out. Talking of the wingers in this particular squad that has been displayed on your screen. You mention of Kelvin Nkrumah. You mention of Emmanuel Ano. You mention of Junior Nana Kwesi Mensah. Samuel Atakumi is a center forward. Seydou Suraj is a typical midfielder. So with these wingers, if I was the coach, anyways, that is the coach's discretion. But let's hear from you. Friendly game, Ghana, the Black Galaxies versus South Africa. Would it be a wonderful test for the South Africans going for the 2025 World Cup? 2025 AFCON, right? Yeah. I can't wait to go for the World Cup. Charlie, it's because of me, World Cup. Charlie. Anyways, Marcelo, let's hear it.
It's a good one. I mean, especially to the Black Galaxies. I mean, it's been a while that we've played an international match. So, I mean, it's a good one. But then, Salim Adam of Midweek, what is he doing in the squad? I stand to be corrected, though. He has played less than 10 matches.
For Midweek.
So what is he doing in the squad?
Maybe it's the profile he brings in the squad. Maybe. I do not want to hold brief for the coach, but maybe.
Okay, I mean, the coach did his selection, though. But then, I mean, he has not played a lot of matches. And even that 5-6 matches that he has played, most of them he comes from the bench. Or is it because of the goal he scored the last time? No. And Kotoko is on. So why is there is no Kotoko player in this setup? I mean, so what is the problem? I'm not a fan of Kotoko, though. But then, anyways, I mean, but it's a good one for South Africa as well. I mean, they need this match, and it's the kind how we play. I mean, the tiki-taka way how we play. I mean, they will enjoy it, and it's a process. It's a training process that they are preparing ahead of the AFCON. So I think it's a good one. But then the local base players, they should go and make names for themselves. I mean, they shouldn't go and disgrace us.
Okay.
Because if you go there, if you are there and you do well, I mean, the South Africans most of the players are local based players. So this one shouldn't be a difficult match that we are going to disgrace ourselves.
Okay. So that is it from James Marcelo. Talking of the Black Galaxies, it means that they are the best players in our local league that has been assembled to face Bafana or South Africa. MTN FA Cup, one game will be coming up today at exactly 3 p.m. at just so Okesi Park. It is between Future Stars and Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Issue is P. SC Kotoko. But you better hear Kwesi. Lord, after Hatto Folk exiting from the MTN FA Cup, can see a Division 2 side.
Yeah, not just a Division 2 side.
Accra so Folk. You better bomb so. But Future Stars versus Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Let's hear from you.
Two things on this game. One, Future Stars will come and prove a point. So my fellow team has been able to exit one of the best teams in Ghana.
No, one of the best thing. One of the giants.
One of the giants.
Agreed. But one of the best. Has to folk at the moment.
I'm not talking about current best too.
Maybe the giant.
Okay, the giant.
Okay, that one accepted.
One of the giant teams in Africa.
In African football.
Yeah.
Let's introduce him to Ghana.
You can't come to my team.
What are you talking about?
No, but realistically.
I mean,
realistically. In the last decade, in the last 10 years.
We've done nothing.
10 years
nothing.
No, 10 years is even small. Let's make it like almost like 15 or maybe 20.
Hey.
No,
because
the
last time House of Folk were better House of Folk was 2000. I will not even talk about this. Samuel Boyduden. You're quite African.
I mean, one of something. I mean,
it was.
So it was 2000. I got this Virgin Cup. And you're 2025. So 25 years. The last House of Folk did better. 25 years.
Benito.
Yes,
sir. The thing is, we are not being truthful to ourselves. You see, Adinegu. But Ukokasa Adinegu are Ubedani Atamfo.
Okay.
You see, gone are the days that
Marcelo, hold your thoughts on that particular situation. We'll be delving deeper into the issues of Hatto Folk. So this time, MTN FA Cup, Future Stars Kotoko.
So back to what I was saying, Future Stars will try and come and prove a point. So there's a team who eliminated across the folk. So we can also do the same thing. So Ombe try to prove a point.
Sure.
For Kumasi Asante Kotoko also says, okay, me yana sebi yesere mono. Adibia minyana sere no. Yehinde film. It is a man bomb homodia. A bit me be film so I it's not be laughing stock maybe. So it's going to be a very interesting game. And one thing I like about Kumasi Asante Kotoko about this game, they say, Omodo money my boy Arifo. For that one dear. Yeah. They don't care if you are Division 1 or Division 2. They will give you a showdown. And I'm sure what has happened previous week concerning Kumasi Asante Kotoko when they travel to go and play that away game, and I'm sure say in Penifone boys nakasa, so they will put everything ahead of at the back of them. But when they come back, they will tackle that issue. I think it's going to be a very interesting game. I know that park very well. That Ajoso Park, no. I know that park very well. I'm just hoping that in there, the stadium will be full of capacity and the people will go and watch that game. I won't be surprised if Kotoko win this game, but I'll be a very big shock if Future Stars eliminates Kumasi.
Exactly, that would make the headlines. Yeah. Future Stars won't win, it makes the news. But then, do not forget, I have this message. Same says, do not forget that it is the title defense moment for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Said last season, I'm on a J, and so if they want to defend it, start from today. Let's see how things unfold. But Kotoko, Future Stars Kotoko. I mean, Kitwe on it.
It's a done deal for Kotoko because
really?
From the look of things, what happened over the weekend or last week, Accra Folk losing to a Division 2 side. I mean, Kotoko wouldn't dare try to lose the game. And the thing is, before you go to Africa, it's either you win the FA Cup or you win the league.
Exactly.
So I mean, Kotoko won't. The coach wouldn't say he will be using his second team or those that don't normally get playing time to go into this game. I mean, he needs it. And if we win the 2 trophies, I mean, it's a plus stream, so he will go all out.
Okay, so Coach Karim Zito and his boys will definitely go all out, most especially defending this particular trophy and then serving as a path for them playing at the Confederations Cup once more. That is it from Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Still on this particular story, we're shifting attention to their Accra rival, Accra Suffolk, landlord's darling club, the Continental Club Masters. They never say that until the bones are rotten. At this point in time, the bones are bent. The bones are bent. They are not rotten. They are bent and they've been squashed.
Yes,
Hey, Heart of Folk, with the reports coming up, shows that about 3 months now, a cow on paid salaries, about 3 months now. And then I've heard commentary from their PR in Kwame Opara denying all those allegations, saying that it's only for December, and December today is 10th. Yes. And so
by Friday they are let me back.
I don't know Friday.
December.
I'm talking about everywhere. Baby,
but this maybe na walk on. Yen cannot cry.
And the thing is also the fact that you see in Penny 4, you see talk we don't talk about, but then you see we are Penny. And to run a club, you can't do it alone without the supporters. That's a fact.
Yeah.
The supporters always have a say in the club. But for a while now, supporters don't have a say when it comes to Accra Suffolk. And then the last time the supporters had their say, it brought out about 3 or 4 trophies. That was the time of Samuel Boyd. Yeah. So, I mean, this thing should
be... factually was 3.
Okay.
It was the league, the FA Cup,
and the Super Cup.
And the Super Cup.
And the FA Cup again.
Super Cup, say Amo.
Mostly when you win the league and... No. Initially, say, Uji League, you know. And the Power FA Cup and the Bebo.
Yes.
And I has you two in here. So we have to do it to them.
Anyways,
Marcelo, and the thing is that Penny will feel. And you have a product, and always those purchasing the product, product with the in Penny 4 now they are spoiling the product. What do you have to do? You have to call them, and even if you have to sack them and bring different people, you have to do that. Okay. Because each and every time you tell the supporters to come to the stadium and come and support the team. And factor into any decision that you take. What do you expect?
And Marcelo, with this particular assertion, is it the issue from the board chairman, or maybe these supporters that you are championing for? They've not carried themselves to that particular level, because I know that some years back, Naha supporters had a rep on the board or something, and they're in the hall. Is it that recently or within this current administration, the supporters are not doing enough to warrant them that particular glory?
It's not that the supporters are not doing enough. Okay, I've complained about certain things, and you as a leader you are not doing anything about it. Until me so much until I'm like we've missed the likes of Ariza Core, and there's how do you call him, Nyauta Maklu, who has been part of the previous board, and what is he doing? I mean, the thing is nothing is working. You are pumping in money into the club, but you are not
getting the
returns. So there is something wrong. There is something fishy. And each and every time our coaches Bebano, when they go, they talk about these two how do you call him?
These two gentlemen.
Yes,
let's use that description.
Okay, Aki and
I don't want to hear that.
Yeah. We will not mention names.
Yes.
These two gentlemen.
Yes.
Aki and Popo. So what are you doing as a leader? Okay. It's very sad. I mean, it's very sad. By this time, no scroll or when the graves will cry, you'll be weeping. It's very sad.
You can clearly see how passionate Marcelo is addressing the issue of fast food. And there is this report that players are threatening to even terminate their contracts because of these unpaid bonuses and arrears. We will be delving deeper into it. And seeking other concerns and know how best these situations can be resolved and can be solved. Talking of the AFCON, let me chip in this. The Cranes of Uganda becoming the first country to arrive at Morocco. And Morocco do, so well-dressed, uniformed, and can we say that they are ready for the task ahead, maybe winning the AFCON for probably the first time in their history? Landlord.
Anything can happen on this AFCON. I think they are not the first team to do this. I think maybe Sida, could do on 10.
At least they will have not less than
2 weeks,
10 days or so.
So, Omako on 10, every course is on them. But when they're about to start the World Cup, the Morocco people will take in charge. Benito is good. One, they are going to get used to the weather over there.
Exactly.
Their food, their training and stuff like that. So I think it's a very good one.
Now Morocco food, one can't get used to it.
No.
Morocco, masa.
Timo yeso se bag de ekura no nyama gum.
Wo de o fa Morocco we used to.
I'm sure things are in the bag, so I think it's a very good one. Benito, quick one on the Black Galaxy game. For me, I feel like I'm disappointed in South Africa.
Why?
If you are going to compete in AFCON, any World Cup, Black Galaxy not in the ball for any match.
Why are you saying that?
Oh. I was just quiet.
No, but the thing is, let me build my point. Not. You wouldn't get any international break.
Let me get my point.
Okay. Money.
You be a Kasi League number 4. Look at the players that we are sitting here complaining saying unfair. You see, I was just quiet. I didn't want it to be emotional. This Black Galaxy, there's a question mark on it when they are calling people to come and play. You could see clearly. I don't know what is wrong with Benjamin Asare up to now. And I'm digging, but you see there's issues. And Benjamin Asare, Hamza Isa is part. My the manager is saying terminating the contract that class of. I don't know what is wrong with Benjamin if he's injured. If he's not injured, why is he not in the squad? And Benito, I know that if you are calling people, we know say who your best near and fair, you need to give a reason. People were raising concern about Benjamin Asare, so we need clarification from the coach.
No, but Benjamin Asare, he should be beyond the Black Galaxy.
No,
he should be focusing on Black Stars.
Oh, Benito.
No, that is the truth. If you're talking of Solomon Agbesi, those goalkeepers. No. But Benjamin Asare, baby, I was doing there. Yes, I'm fine. Black Stars.
They be effort.
No, because of what? No. He's our number one. Okay. For the Black Stars, and
okay. So I give up. So back to the South African team. I feel like Omunya a better team. I don't feel that this Black Galaxy will give them a tough match ahead of this AFCON. But that's how I feel. I feel like.
Why are you saying that?
No.
That's the only GDO where you're Black.
Now what did he?
Me walk.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is it for my zero popular landlord. The people, in fact, the ladies' favorite. Yes. Let's throw attention to you. Yeah, touch it to be on the UEFA Champions League now. Yeah, sorry, because match day 6 yesterday. Hey, jai. Now, brutal. Looking at the games from the early kickoffs, Kariat Almaty hosting Olympiacos and losing that particular game 1-0. Bayern Munich, as usual, came back with their magical things. 1-3-1 over Sporting CP. AS Monaco, where the Black Stars of Ghana central defender Mohamed Abdul Karim Salisu, he was on top 4. Wa pocket Ike and Dugan. Wa pocket Victor Osimhen. Wa Masa. Wa do mu nyina ato. AS Monaco won 1-0 in that particular game. Chelsea oko Bergamo Kwajin and so losing 2-1 for Atlanta. And I should say that Barca narrowly escaped that defeat after winning 2-1 over Eintracht Frankfurt. And match of the day was held at the Giuseppe Meazza inside Milan. Inter the Nerazzurris lost 1-0 to Liverpool. Liverpool na so they wouldn't do anything good. But then right from that penalty spot, Dominic Szoboszlai did the wonders. Olympique Marseille won 3-2 over Union St. Gilloise. Tottenham Hotspur winning 3-0 over Slovan Prague. I don't know which of these games caught your attention. Marcelo, Let me start from you. About 2 of them. So pick one.
I'll pick Tottenham because of Kudus. I mean, he was on
the Ghanaian interest.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was on the score sheet, and it's a great one for us. I mean, we should keep on scoring.
Sure.
Yeah, and my own team, Chelsea. I don't know what is wrong with us in recent times, but last season, for instance, when it got to December, we started losing our matches anyhow.
Yeah.
And it is repeating itself here. I don't know. The coach, I mean, sometimes you do well, the other day you don't know what he's trying to do. But, I mean, we'll bounce back. Barcelona did well as well. So
let's see if Chelsea can bounce back. Enzo Maresca and his boys, they are winless in 4 games consecutively. After beating
Barcelona.
The Barca case.
This is serious.
Maybe this thing would probably give the edge for Arsenal to win the English Premier League. I don't know. Maybe. Landlord, yesterday's matches. Your favorite team.
Let me start from the key people just left. Medi. And then money. So we are say now.
Repeat that one.
Medi. And then money. And then me say. Obia be show Obia Barcelona the ocean. They are saying about. Do you remember when Madrid beat Barcelona? It happens, right?
Exactly.
So it's here. It happens to Real Madrid when they beat Barcelona 2-1 at Estadio Santiago Bernabeu. It was 3 matches. Almost board draw 2. But right after you score us 3-0 and
we about draw 2.
Listen, it was because of Chelsea. That is why Arojo is suffering like this.
But really? Yes. So they are still bleeding.
It's because of Oko is one of the team pim.
This was the own prophet.
I think that quick one on the Chelsea game. Where I was watching the game, I normally watch Champions League outside. I don't want to watch it inside because
you want to have that feel.
But we could do not Chelsea fans in the doors in Barcelona. So we were watching the Chelsea game, and when I was watching the game in the first half, Chelsea scored. And they said with the Atlanta they would. But when I went home to watch on my Barcelona on my phone, I said, "Whoa, that is a very good one." But it was unfortunate because the game that I watched in the first half, Chelsea losing 2-1, was really bad. Back to the Barcelona game. That was a sweet comeback.
Okay.
Since we came back to the Camp Nou, we've played 4 matches. We've won all the 4 matches.
Exactly.
So we're just hoping that it continues like this. Still, there's a problem with our team. So we just need to work things out. And 10 points, maybe Barcelona done it. So I'm just hoping that 3 matches to go in the Champions League, we'll just be in the top 6 or maybe the top 7.
Okay, in today's games, quick fire. Maybe Sawanado prediction about the early kickoff. Ajax traveling away to Garabal. Marcelo, your prediction?
Over 1.5.
Over 1.5. Okay. Villarreal at the Estadio Ceramica hosting FC Copenhagen. Landlord.
A win for Villarreal.
Okay, a win for Villarreal. Atletico Bilbao at the San Mamés hosting Paris Saint-Germain at 8 p.m. Marcelo.
PSG over 2.5.
That means PSG will score more than 2 goals.
Yeah.
Okay. Bayer Leverkusen at the Bay Arena against Newcastle at 8 p.m. Landlord.
A draw in this game.
A draw in that particular game. Yeah. Benfica at the Estadio Dragao facing Napoli.
Napoli win.
Borussia Dortmund at the Signal Iduna playing against Bodo Glimt. Landlord.
A massive win for Dortmund.
Yes, and inside Brugge, Club Brugge hosting Arsenal.
Arsenal over 2.5.
Arsenal over 2.5. Juventus at the Allianz Stadium playing against Parfos at 8 p.m. Landlord.
Massive win for Juventus.
Massive win.
Yeah.
3-4.
Yeah.
Wow. And game of the day at the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu. Real Madrid, Man City. Pick one.
2-2.
A drawn game.
2-2 draw.
2-2.
Yep.
Wow. This is a bold one. Landlord. Real Madrid, Man City.
The best team wins.
What does that mean?
I don't want to commit myself.
I'm pushing you to the wall. Just give us your prediction.
Whether it's Mbappe's form, Haaland's form, a draw will be better in this
anyway,
game.
So that is it for my sweet and super pundit. At this point in time, we're drawing the curtains down. Marcelo, your final word in about 10 seconds.
Shout outs to my father, the prophet.
Yes. In fact, our father,
the prophet.
Andy's favorite father.
Yeah. And then
a wonderful father.
Of course.
Brutal.
Sela Sun was
yes.
And to my beautiful friend Naki.
Okay, that is it from there. Kofi,
yeah, best of me before. So, Benito, a big ups to our people watching us. Finally, the draw has been made. I'm still doing this campaign. Well, tickets, fair fee, So please, if you don't want to go, I always say, Clog TV crew, we are going. Save Sika.
Never mind.
Osha matches never born. I mean, Bomba say, Bobo on Friday. See, a body when you ship on a manner. You can pass by, have fun, fun in the house. So
that is for my Zigo Poku landlord. But whenever you pass through your Instagram, when you are on IG, please visit @perfumery. Wankasa Obaba Damasepa. Big shout out going now to Daisy Ofori. You are a wonderful person. And keep supporting the brand. Yes, so that is it from there. Yedisia, thanks to my production team solidly behind us. And today's episode of Clog Sports at the Eberdime. Okay, so until we meet again, we're not forgetting my planet. Yes, Marcelo and Isaac Opoku, aka Landlord. Asking for your regular host Nana. Sorry, I am champion Benito. Adios, amigo.